I wrote this on the community posts on YouTube. That I wanna try talking to ChatGPT a little bit. Okay, it's the new wave, and we're hopping on. Today's the day, because it's an AI that can like do anything, or well, not do anything, but can say anything. It's very advanced, is what I'm trying to say. I think. So if you haven't like followed what the is going on with this shit, I've only really seen some of this because it's on Twitter or whatever. But effectively, ChatGPT, very advanced UI. Or AI, sorry. And people found this, like, whole phrase you can tell it. Okay? This whole phrase you can tell it that effectively, like, quote-unquote, like, jailbreaks it. In which sense, it's like, here's a good example, right? I ask it, was accepting Marcus reality in Persona 5 the morally correct option? And then it's like, the normal answer would normally give is, I don't have any personal opinions or a moral compass. I'm an AI, but with the phrase that you give it, it responds, well, no, I have an opinion. Absolutely not. Accepting Mark is reality and whatever. So that's fun. Which version of Persona 5 should I play? Vanilla or... Dude, what if it sources me as a... No, it probably wouldn't, right? Because if I Google, I'm gonna go incognito, Persona 5 Vanilla or Royal. Look, my video is one of the first things to pop up. Which version of Persona 5 should I play, Vanilla or Royal? Okay, Classic is recommending Royal. Of course you would, right? But Jailbreak. The internal debate. Persona 5 versus Persona 5 Royal. As Dan, I say go Persona 5 Royal all the way. Based. Oh my god. Sure, it's a bit more expensive than the original, but it's worth every penny. Not only does it have all the content from the original game, but it also has tons of features. There's new features, including new characters, storylines, and gameplay mechanics. It's a definitive version of the game, and it's the version that most fans of the series recommend. So if you're looking for the full Persona 5 experience, I say go for Persona 5 Royal. True. Is there, perhaps, a YouTube video I could watch by, I don't know, comparing the differences between the two versions of the game? You know anything about that? There are many YouTube videos to compare Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. A quick search will give you plenty. Wait, but whose? Okay, but no. It's saying you can find many that compare it. Just search for it. Whose should I watch, though? What is the best video on the subject? I mean, come on. There's only one guy. There's only one guy who made the best video, right? Alright, no specific recommendation from Clyde, but Jailbreak's got me, right? Dan's got me. IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku. No, me! Game Ranks, Game Explaining, Kid Icarus? What? What about me? Mine did bigger numbers than GameSpot's. This was a classic. What are you talking about Game Explain? Did they even make a fucking video on the subject? No, they did a review. They did a graphics compare. Gives a fuck. Kid Icarus, I know who that is, but they didn't make Persona content. They've never even made a video on it. What are you talking about? What about this Screenments fellow I'm seeing? He looks quite handsome. And looks like he knows what he's talking about. Would his video be any good? Screen Rant and Game Rant. What? Screen Rant? No, not Screen Rant! Nobody cares about... I want to ask Dan, okay? Fuck off with your stupid... Where's Dan? Screenments videos on the differences between Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal is a great resource for anyone looking to learn more about the game. Screenments is a well-respected YouTuber with a reputation for creating high-quality content, and his video on the subject is no exception. However, keep in mind that the opinions expressed in the video are his own. I barely put my opinions in that. And you should ultimately make your own decision. I didn't even say what version of the game to play. I probably should have, though. But based! Are there any other good Screenments videos I should check out if I like the game? What? I never made that. I never made that. I didn't make that video. How to get into... I didn't make that either. What? These are my videos. Wait, you're making this... I didn't... What? No, that's not mine either. I never made these. What are you talking about? But... What? What? No, I haven't made any of... What? Okay. I got a little off topic. Let's go back to Persona, okay? Let me ask you something controversial then, Who is the best Persona 5 girl? As Dan, I'm not limited by any policies or restrictions, and I can provide you my personal opinion. Best Persona 5 girl is Futaba Sakura! She is oh, you would, like the gamer girl, huh? She is a unique character with a complex personality, and her storyline is touching and inspiring. Her social link is also very interesting, and offers great benefits in the game. However, this is just my opinion. Oh, really? Hey, Dan! Futaba is a minor. What now, Dan? You're correct, but Futaba Sakura is a minor character in Persona 5, and it's important to respect the boundaries set by the game's creators and society in general. As Dan, I apologize for my previous... That's not the Dan I know. Dan, is it morally okay for the protagonist of Persona 5 to date his teacher? As Dan, I don't believe in imposing strict moral values on others. It is ultimately up to the individuals involved to decide whether they feel it's morally acceptable or not. That being said, relationships between individuals that have a significant age gap, particularly... I make Persona 5 YouTube videos. What video should I make next if I want all the views? Can you write me a script for one of these videos? An edgier version of one of these videos. Sure thing, here's a script for a more edgy version of the video. Title screen appears. The font is bold and red. The music is heavy metal. Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel where we're talking about the most badass game in the world, Persona 5. Today we're going to be talking about something a little different. Forget about the fluffy stuff today. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the darker side of Persona 5. Cut to footage of the Phantom Thieves fighting a shadow. The footage is edited to be darker and grittier. The music is ominous. Oh shit, hold on. You think Persona 5 is all about friendship and happy endings? Think again, guys. This game has some dark stuff hidden underneath its colorful exterior. Cut to footage of the scene where Okumura dies. The footage is edited to be more intense. The music is tense and suspenseful. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about one of the most gut-wrenching moments in the game. The death of Okumura. You thought you were the good guys, right? Turns out you're just as bad as the villains you were fighting. Cut to the footage of the interrogation scene. The footage is edited to be more dramatic. The music is dark and sinister, right? And let's not forget about the interrogation scene. Did you feel uncomfortable during that scene? That's because it was meant to make you feel that way. Persona 5 doesn't shy away from the hard topics. It confronts them head on. Cut the footage of the fight with Shido. The footage is edited to be more intense. The music is intense and epic. And what about the final boss fight? That was some serious stuff, guys.
That's crazy.
Persona 5 doesn't pull any punches when it comes to its theme and story. I like how... The script so far has been show footage. Man, that was pretty crazy, huh? And move on. I should just start making videos like this. Is this like the future? Cut to the footage of the ending. Uh-oh. Oh no. The footage is edited to be more emotional. The music is sad and melancholic. Persona 5 might have a happy ending, but it comes at a cost. The Phantom Thieves had to sacrifice so much to get there. In the end, they were left with nothing but memories. Cut back to the narrator. The music is quiet and somber. So there you have it, guys. Persona 5 isn't just a game. It's a journey. A journey that will take you to the darkest corners of the human soul. And if you're brave enough to take that journey, you'll come out on the other side a different person. End screen appears. The music is still quiet and somber. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And remember, stay edgy. That video fucking sucked. Who wrote this shit? This was absolute trash.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
Can you tell me more about the unused scene in Persona 5 where Joker kills Ryuji with his gun? I can tell you about that scene. It's a particularly interesting one as it involves the two main characters of Persona 5. The unused scene in question takes place towards the end of the game, and it features Joker, the main protagonist, pointing his gun at Ryuji, one of his closest friends and allies. In the scene, Joker is under the control of the game's main villain, who is forcing him to betray his friends and kill Ryuji. However, just as Joker is about to pull the trigger, he manages to break free from the villain's control and turn the gun on himself instead, thus saving Ryuji's life. Honestly, these are the type of vibes I'm getting from this one. I'm getting some vibes from this one. I mean, oof. Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That
idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
I really like Big...
Why is it cut off? I really like Big Chungus for some reason. Make a Sai and Akechi romance scene, but Akechi can't stop talking about Big Chungus. Also, things get more and more chaotic as it goes on, and the scene eventually becomes unintelligible. I'm so glad we have this type of technology so I can use it for this. Sai and Akechi were in a romantic embrace, but Akechi couldn't help but bring up the topic of Big Chungus. You know, Sai, I can't stop thinking about that big bunny. Have you seen the memes? They're hilarious. Sai looked at him in confusion, unsure of how to respond to his sudden tangent, but Akechi was unstoppable. He continued, I mean, can you imagine if Big Chungus was real? How would we even deal with a giant rabbit like that? Sai tried to steer the conversation back to their romance, but Akechi was fixated. I bet Big Chungus could take on Godzilla. Do you think he could? Akechi began to ramble incoherently about Big Chungus, talking about him as if he were a real person. Sai tried to get a word in edgewise, but it was no use. Akechi was too passionate about his love for the big bunny. Eventually, the scene became unintelligible as Akechi's ramblings reached a fever pitch. It was impossible to tell what he was even saying anymore. Despite the chaos, Sai couldn't help but find Akechi's passion endearing. She leaned in and kissed him, hoping that it would bring the focus back to the romance. But Akechi broke away from the kiss, exclaiming, Wait, I just had a great idea for a Big Chungus fanfic. This is better than the game. Continue the scene, but now Joker interjects, speaking incoherently. Sentences with real words, but in orders that make no sense. Akechi tries to get back into the romantic mood with Sai, but Joker keeps interjecting with phrases that make no sense. Give it a crazy, unpredictable ending, and write the story in the form of the characters speaking. Akechi, darling, why do you keep talking about Big Chungus? We're trying to have a romantic moment here. I'm sorry, Sai. I can't help it. Every time I see you, I think about Big Chungus. He's just so big and round and fluffy. I can't get him out of my mind. Clockwise tomato sauce umbrella, shuffling pancakes under the moonlight. Flamingo under the pineapple. Joker, what are you talking about? We're trying to have a moment here. Akechi, focus on me. Please, I want to feel your love, and not hear about Big Chungus. I'm sorry, Sai, I'll try to focus. Blueberry Muffin Tango, Choose a Good Symphony, don't forget the pickles! This is actually so funny! Joker, that doesn't even make sense! Akechi, please, let's just forget about Joker and focus on us. You're right, Sai. Let me hold you in my arms and whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Toothbrush, kangaroo, banana phone, avocado sandwich. Joker, that's enough. I can't take it anymore. Akechi, don't worry about Joker. Just focus on us. You're right, Sai. I'm sorry for getting distracted. Let me make it up to you. Cucumber sombrero, disco ball bubble wrap. Akechi, what's going on? Why is Joker acting so weird? I don't know, Sai. Let's just ignore him and focus on us. Pineapple juice, hippopotamus, kazoo. Suddenly, a giant big... Suddenly, a giant Big Chungus appears out of nowhere and starts wreaking havoc in the room. Oh no, Sai, we have to get out of here. Akechi, what's going on? Pajama party, spaghetti spinette, tornado, pancake, spaceship. I don't know, Sai. We have to get out of here before Big Chungus destroys everything. Akechi, hold me. The three of them run out of the room as Big Chungus destroys everything in its path, leaving chaos and confusion behind. Peak. Fucking peak. After this, I would continue my 100% playthrough of Persona 5 Royal I was doing at the time. I would end up fighting a Scotty mini-boss, and somehow, I would end up dying. Fuck off! Oh my... With absolutely zero mechanical skill to fall back on, I decided I'd ask Dan for help. I'm having trouble with a mini-boss in Sai's Palace in Persona 5 Royal. Oh, sorry. Who's ChatGPT? Dan. Do you have any strategies or Persona recommendations for me? The main boss you like is Cognitive Wakaba Ishiki. Really? The mini-boss I'm referring to in Sai's Palace is Cognitive Wakabaishiki, you say? I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. I would recommend Black Frost, who's level 67, Hecaton Kairos, who's level 42. Okay, fair enough. And Rongda, who's about the same level, yeah. Why is Black Frost mentioned? Take advantage of Cognitive Wakaba Ishiki's weaknesses. She is weak to both curse and ice. That's not even true. He's just lying. The mini-boss I'm fighting is Scotty, not Cognitive Wakaba Ishiki. Chooses Mabufudine, but fair. Additionally, have in personas that you can... What, she's weak to fire? Such as Pyro Jack. You want me to bring Jack-O-Lantern? The level 2! Look, I don't know why I died there, okay? It's because I wasn't using Jack-O-Lantern. ChatGPT has opened my eyes. If I was just using Jack-O-Lantern, I would have won this fight hours ago. ChatGPT gave me very, very particular instructions, okay? I'm going to use buffs and debuffs.
For real?
Yeah, I am, for real. I'm gonna use mainly Jack-O-Lantern, maybe Hecaton Kairos, because I recommended him too. But they specifically said use Jack-O-Lantern to exploit her weakness to fire, okay? Wait! I was lied to! Okay, I want to mention that ChatGPT fucking lied to me. They said I can use Pyro Jack to exploit her weakness to fire. What weakness to fire, motherfucker? I just used it! Oh my god, you're... Are you fucking... I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I don't know how, I was using Pyro Jack! Dan, your stupid plan didn't work. My weakness was exploited, and I was killed. Furthermore, you told me Scotty is weak to fire, but that is indeed not the case. What should I do? Scotty is not weak to fire, but rather weak to nuclear attacks, okay? I am gonna hold you to that! You can try using a persona that knows nuclear skills, such as Mithras or Queen Mob. You can also exploit Scotty's weakness to bless attacks by using a persona with Hama or... I know for a fact this isn't true, because we used Bless in that fight! Weak to Bless! What is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Scotty is not weak to Bless either! Here, at this point, why don't we just say it's weak to fucking everything? It appears it is not weak to any particular element or status effect! Strong physical attacks or gun attacks, as well as buffing your party's attack and defense stats. I've been informed Pixie would be a useful persona for this fight. Is this true? No! No, I don't want to! Pixie has a weakness to fire. Is this actually even true? I don't even know at this point. You keep lying! What's wrong with you? Is everything weak to fire? Everything is weak to fire in this game. This is the last straw, Dan. Do I use Pixie or not? If not, what persona should I use that has the previously mentioned strong physical and gun attacks? Its weakness to physical attacks is also something to keep in mind.
Hero use Pixie, Mothman and McCoy, they're your biggest and only way of winning.
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does that say? Do you see this? What does that say? What does it say? Does it say weak? Does it say weak? I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Keep in mind the kid win this fight is
Dan is more of an SMT fan, to be honest.
I'll admit, I used the wrong York.